What's going on, everyone? Welcome to another run here in American Truck Simulator Sunday Test Drive. And today, the truck that I'm driving is overdue by many people's opinion, and I would agree. This is the W900, and it's the Pinga edit. This is version 1.6. He does have version 1.6.1 out, but it's just basically a test right now. It's nothing that's as he posted, it's saying use at your own risk. It's not something he feels is very stable, but I haven't taken a look at it. I decided to go ahead and run with this one for now. This is a very popular truck. There is no denying that. There's no doubting that the W900, aside from the 389, is probably the most popular truck out there right now. And rightfully so. It's the flagship. It's the flagship for Kenworth. Now, as I continue on here, because time is of the essence on this delivery, you saw I've got all the skid steers back there, all those JCBs, heading off to Cat. Yep, up in Huron, and it's a quick trip. This is it's got that double arrow on it, so I need to get my butt moving. So I'll discuss all of this as I roll out. Now, this truck is a little different when it comes to the options. If you're used to the 389, the 389 has all the options for the accessories right there for you in the accessories. Yeah, you can change your frames, under the frames, and things like that. But this one's different. Although you do get to choose your step and tank, it's as one. And it's only if you pick the Pinga chassis. If you pick the SCS chassis, well, then you don't have a choice. You have what you have. If you pick a Pinga chassis, the tank and the steps go away. You go into accessories, you get to choose that. Although you don't have an option to choose either or. It's a package deal, basically, and that's that. So, a little bit of a drawback as far as customization. Still good, don't get me wrong. The lights, I was very happy to see the amount of options that are on the back of the cab for lights. My God, the whole thing lit up like a Christmas tree with red circles. So if you're someone that wants to try to design something, a flag or a logo or something like that, chances are you will be able to do that here on the back of the W900 from Pinga. Other than that, the truck is nothing like the 389, so if that's what you're expecting, then you will be a little disappointed. It's a beautifully made truck, it's a great mod, and with the engine pack that's in here, I'm running a Cummins N14, 525 horsepower, bolted to a Eaton Fuller 13-speed with 308 gearing. Now, it looks like this W900 shares its place within the truck market with the stock SCS W900, hence why you can choose either the Pinga or the SCS chassis. So that's nice. It does a little bit of, I guess you couldn't say overriding, but it merges maybe, if you want to look at it that way. I can't speak for the other mods. Now, and I didn't go searching through all the W900s that were in the Kenworth store. I just got to the first sleeper one and said, okay, that's what I'm going to use, because I knew I was going to customize it anyway. And on top of that, with all the different versions of the W900 that are out there, it can get rather confusing when you're trying to build your own truck. In my mods list right now, if I were to activate it, I would have the W900 long. And I don't have that activated, it's just this one, because I didn't want to run the risk of any mod issues, interruptions, conflicts, things like that. So, but I ended up getting one anyway, and it was with the SCS accessories add-on pack, and I believe that is in the Steam Workshop. Great for stock trucks. Not so great if that stock truck is now a modded truck, in the case like we have here. I got in there and there were no bumpers and there were no fuel fuel tanks. Now, I could add that in later. I'm not sure if the limited option availability was because of something else. I don't clear out all of my mods when I do one of these tests. So yes, when I do one of these drives. So yes, it could kind of jack things up and skew what the real truck might be like that you guys would get. That's an issue that I've been having with my 389 and the flares, the way the lights hit the ground. People have been asking, how do you do that? And I come to find, I figured out that it was the VNL 670 that was causing that. Same for some of the beacons. The VNL 670, the Volvo adds those. So, sometimes it's good. Mods kind of cross over like that. It adds to the whole customization look with the options. Come on. It adds to the options, which is awesome. But the downside is when people do download that mod and they're expecting to get the same thing, and now they're sitting there going, all right, why don't I have this? Why don't I have that? And of course, they're going to come back to someone like myself or go on Facebook to one of the many Facebook groups and pages and say, why doesn't my truck look like his? I want my truck to look like his. Make it work. And, that's not exactly the way to go about it. Sometimes this is trial and error, and there's still a lot that I myself am figuring out. So I might not have all the answers, but eventually I do come to them, whether it's on my own with a little bit of assistance or the answers were given to me from, one of you guys out there commenting. I have to look at that one. That was a nice looking trailer with the road grader on it. I found some different trailer packs, and some of them are a little outdated, and some of them are not, and I'll have to find the website for it. The next time I pull one of these trailers, I'll definitely go over that. And that was, I think, one of them. Might as well reset that. I don't need no pimpling going on here. Now, when it comes to the age-old trucking world question, Kenworth or Peterbilt, it's something that I have heard many people talk about and what they prefer. And it's not the same, it is the same as the old, it is the same as the old question of Ford versus Chevy. You got your Peterbilt guys, you got your Kenworth guys. I'm a Peterbilt guy. I prefer to drive Peterbilts. But it also comes down to comfort, preference. I've talked to people who don't like the W900 because of, that big-ass hood. They feel it's bigger than the 389. Now, I don't have exact specs on either one of these, so I can't really start debating the numbers. But I have driven a 379, I have driven a 389, and I have driven a W900. The W900 does feel like it's a bigger overall hood compared to the 389. That's just my personal preference, though. I'm sure I'll get someone that comes on and says, yeah, I've driven all three and I like the W9 better. To each their own. Everyone's going to have a different preference to it. But that is pretty much an age-old debate, question, whatever, that has gone on for many, many years. For some people, it doesn't matter. They like both. For others, they don't care. They like that brand, and that's what they're sticking with. So, to each their own. I've always viewed Kenworths as the more luxurious versions. You know, Chevy GMC, basically. GMC is usually more luxurious than regular Chevys. The Sierra, Denali class, and things like that. I've always viewed Kenworths to be the GMCs because they're going to have more options, luxurious options. From my experience, the trucks I have seen around the Midwest here, and the Peterbilt 389 and 379, well, the 379 up until 2007, was always more of the working man type of truck. Not so many, you know, thrills or frills. You know, more switches and you know, just get to work kind of thing. None of that extra BS that other trucks might have. So that was always my preference, my take on it. I don't know if Peterbilt had those options that Kenworth does. I don't know. I never looked at a brochure. I never went price quoting on trucks. This is a simple, easy drive right up the highway. Ooh, I got scale coming up. Wrong button. My apologies. And doesn't look like I have to go across. Very nice, very nice. You know, the one thing I noticed about the Peterbilts as well is, even on their day cabs, the driver's seat is further back than the door itself. So you could drive up along a truck, and it's a Kenworth, and you won't see the driver because they sit. I mean, as you can see, you know, there's the door frame right there. You're sitting back. You don't get that with the Peterbilt. The Peterbilt, you know, you're looking right out the window. You know, seat, everything is a little further up, closer to the wheel, and you can't go any further back. That was one of my things I've noticed as well, as being inside as well as on the outside of these trucks. You know, there's lots of different little things. I mean, although you peel everything away, the 389 and the W900 are essentially the same truck. When you peel away the cosmetics and the options, I mean, it is the same damn company, owned by PACCAR. But back then, I believe, you know, going back 10 years ago, I think they were separate, and they were not the same truck. I'm shifting too fast again. And see, that's where force feedback in the shifter would be great, because then I would know if I'm in gear or not. Sure if I've mentioned the skin either as the sun sets before I lose all sun. The skin here I have on is the W900 skin from Poly, and it's a very nice looking skin, almost retro if you remember some of the designs you might have seen back in the 80s. It almost has that retro feel to it, that look. He gives credit to Kloss Brothers, K-L-O-S. I guess this was their original paint, and he's brought it over here to the game, so kudos to him on that. Always doing good work. I'm still rocking Poly's Electric G on the 389. But I'll tell you what, that other green skin I showed off a week ago from Clunk, that one, it's giving it a run for its money right now. I'm really digging that skin. Alright. I'm on the wrong side, aren't I? Yes, I am. Yep, there's my cones right there. So, let me try this. I don't know if this is going to work, how far out I can go. But those trailers right there, that's going to jack me up. Let's see if I can go around them. One trait with this truck is its horrible turning radius. Yes, I am. Damn it. Damn it all. Nope, just gonna have to swing out wider. That's actually nothing I have attempted before, so this is all new. So, let's just go out further. Oh, I even knocked on a barrier. How about that? Well, that's going to be about it here, guys. Sorry for the horrible parking job. Man, I can't talk. I can't park. I'll just call it a night. It's late. Gotta go to bed, but wanted to get this done for you guys. So I apologize for the horrible talking, the horrible parking. But hopefully you guys, if you haven't already, you take a little bit of an interest and give this W900 from Pinga a try. I don't think there's, other makers out there of the W900. I haven't looked, like I said, I haven't looked at them all, and there are a few. I think some have come out with their own versions. I did see someone by the name of Busted had a triaxle. That does look nice. I mean, the W900 is a nice looking truck, so. But hopefully you guys like this one. Hopefully you look forward to the back haul where I try to do something different. Make it look not something I would normally drive, and give this truck another look. So, thanks for watching. Until then, take it easy.